Well, good hump day to ya. It's Dan. I want to welcome you to my home in the sticks. Hope everybody's having a sure enough good Wednesday. But I'm here to tell you, in East Central Mississippi, it is sure enough hot. Sure enough hot. Before we get started on this video, I always like to mention that if you are new to the channel, we want to welcome you. And if you're returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over her, I sure enough thank you for coming back. But what I want to share with you and y'all today is, Lord of mercy, we finna put this pea sheller to work. Skylar and I done got out there and we picked about 2 bushel of peas. So give me a second, and that's what we finna do. Before we get to shelling these peas, I'm gonna tell you, we're using a Taylor pea sheller. Very well made machine. It is built to last a lifetime, bunch of stainless. It's just an overall nice pea sheller. But what Taylor doesn't do a good job of is telling you how to set up the rollers to shell your peas. Let's go look at this thing and I'm going to show you how to set it up. We've done it by trial and error. Did a little bit of looking on the internet, found a couple of articles, and I think we lucked out. If you want to get one of these, yeah, you got to set the rollers up to shell whatever it is that you're shelling. All right, the machine actually has guards that are put on the pea sheller. There's a guard here and there's a guard that goes back here. We took the guards off just for illustration purposes to show you how this thing is set up and how to adjust the rollers. Here are your 2 rollers right here. These 2 screws here and here is what adjusts the up and down motion of these rollers. What you have to do is you have to loosen up these wing nuts right here, and you have to unscrew these screws to bring these rollers up. And you want to do it in equal proportions. If you do a half a turn on this side, you need to do a half a turn on that side. From our research, you should set these rollers less than a nickel's width. So that is a little bit less than a nickel's width. I don't know if you can see it. The nickel's width is in relation to a larger variety of peas. If you want to go smaller, you use a dime. But trial and error, we used a nickel. We ran a few peas, didn't mush them up, so we're like, hey, we locked it down. So enough of the blib blabbing, let's get to shelling some peas. What Skylar and I decided to do is, there is some talk about, well, you should shell your peas wet. And there's some talk, well, you shell them dry. When I say dry, not, dry, but just dry. So what we did was, Skylar went ahead and wet down a bucket of peas. And we're gonna leave a bucket of peas just dry, like we picked them off of the vine. So let's get to shelling. And as we are shelling peas, I'm gonna show you how it works and what this thing does. Pretty simple. All right, we got the pea sheller fired up. We're gonna run the wet purple hull peas first. From the reading that we've done, it's best to run these peas with the pointed end, the pointed end first. I don't know what the difference is, but it is what it is. And here we go. Looks like it's going pretty good. So what this thing is doing is the rollers are actually grabbing it from the end and it's compressing it and it's moving those peas outwards. And this is what you're left with. It's just an empty pea hull. And these peas get collected here in this little container. And you run them through here, and it actually ejects the spent hull out the front of it. and it throws the peas underneath into the little kit. Throws them all over the place. Well, that's what the guard's for. That goes, the guard goes on top here, so it prevents all of that. So let us get to shelling these peas, and then we'll turn the camera back on and show you what we ended up with. All right, we about done shelling about 2 bushels of purple hull peas. Let me show you what we ended up with. Nothing but a bunch of green goodness I'm here to tell you. Lord. Now what I'm gonna tell you is what took us about, I don't know, 2 days to do. We did it in about 30 minutes. And what we have found is we kind of like soaking the purple hull peas in some water. They seem to run a little bit better in this machine when the peas are a little bit wet. So I think on the next go round and the next picking, we sure enough gonna soak these peas in some water before we get to shelling them, because they run a little bit better. But the next thing to do with these, we're gonna pick through them, we're gonna clean them one good time, and then we are gonna prep these guys up to put away in the deep freeze for the winter time. So, sure enough happy about that. Sure enough love this dang pea sheller. Lord of mercy, we sure enough got them peas shelled up today, and I just wanted to share with you and y'all. I'm here to tell you. So again, I hope everybody's having a sure enough good Wednesday, and I hope everyone is being safe amid this crisis that we still have going on in our world today. If y'all like this video, go on and give it a thumbs up, they help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home and the Sticks channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come on over here, give old Dan Scott a look, because we're always doing stuff like not killing ourselves, shelling purple hull peas, because we got a pea sheller. With that being said, you know it's coming down, reference sure enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine.
And I mean nobody.
That's right. You get your shine on, get your grow on, be you. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.